Hello. It is Sunday, November 6th now, and Friday afternoon, I got the call with her next surgery date, which will be December 13th. So, what this procedure is going to do, it's an intracranial pressure test. So they will reopen. Not going to be able to see it on here, but right there is where her incisions and the burr hole in her skull were made for her endoscopic third ventriculostomy that she had on July 16th. So they will insert a probe. They will, wrap up her head. They'll make it so that it doesn't come out. And she'll be monitored on that for 24 to 48 hours to see what her brain pressures are. Depending on what those results are, she may, honey, all done. She may be leaving the hospital with a shunt, which will be another brain surgery and abdominal surgery. So, feeling pretty defeatist about, I guess, that the 90% success rate surgery did not work for her. This is the next step in the process. Brushing your hair. So pretty. What are you looking at? Yes. Brush it. What the thought is that there is an aqueductal stenosis between canopy between the third and fourth ventricle. The aqueduct would carry the cerebrospinal fluid from the lateral ventricles to the third ventricle to the fourth ventricle. The lateral and the third ventricle are all enlarged, quite a lot. The fourth ventricle is normal. So they do believe that there is an obstruction there. It might be where it's not obstructed all the time, so some of the CSF can move out, at times and circulate around the brain and go down the spinal column, but they're not so sure on that anymore. So the next step will be to see what her brain pressures are. She'll be admitted for a few days for this, and with that information, more decisions will need to be made. Yeah? You're so pretty. Yes, you are. So, I guess, it feels like a crossroads to me. A shunt is a lifelong implant to deal with. It will need to be replaced. It will need revisions. It's a lot of maintenance comes along with it. You peeking? So, and that'll be, you peeking? Are you peeking? A whole another thing to learn about and educate others on. I am really praying that we won't be spending Christmas recovering from shunt surgery. My birthday is the day after her admission and surgery, so yay. Seems par for the course, you know. Honestly. So, there we go. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love your hair. I don't know. Trying to think of like any questions people might have. I'm just trying to educate myself enough at this point so I can educate others and explain, you know, what's going on with her, what the next steps are. What it all entails, you know. So, her neurosurgeon has videos on YouTube. He's such a lovely man, and very grateful to have him on her care team. If you keep your head still, we can finish quicker. So, I do have a lot of confidence in that, and his nursing staff. They've all been great to work with. So, she's been busy with appointments with several specialists lately, and back in July, she had been referred to the complex care team because she has so many specialists. So the neurosurgery team put in the referral. And, honey, all done. Thank you. You like to play with things, don't you? Let's put these back on. She put her bloomers on all by herself, put the feet in the right holes, and even had it forward. She's just started to have interest in dressing herself. Let's try again. And I was applauding her, and I was encouraging her to come to me for a hug, and she just ripped them right back off. Silly goose, huh? Silly goose. Put your dress on. On. So she doesn't understand, like, when you say come here or anything like that. I think she's starting to look at that baby. Look at that baby. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Yeah, so I think she's starting to understand hug, and she understands gestures a lot. Wow, that's a silly goose right there. Did you do that? I try. So let's get you dressed. She slept in today. It is daylight savings today. Set the clocks back an hour. Pretty, pretty. Where's a pretty girl? There's a pretty girl. I love when she does it. Are you gonna do it? So pretty. Hair. And the brush. She's gonna do her hair now. Wow. Wow, so pretty. Yeah. You can do that side too. So it was surprising to have this surgery be this far out. but we're coming up on the holiday season. People take off, and that was the first available. So that's fine, you know, whatever. There you go. Ooh, hopefully she'll be home and not have a shunt. Shunt recovery takes a while, I guess. I mean, listening to some videos on YouTube, you know, kids are out of school for a month and whatever. So, just sounds like you gotta be low key. But how do you keep a toddler low key, huh? So, let her play. What you doing? Feels like this video's been a lot of nothingness because I've been a little bit distracted. Oh, damn. Anyway, I've been trying to think of any questions people might have, educate myself, yada yada. So if there are any questions, put them below, and I'll probably just make a follow-up video at some point to answer them. It's a lot to deal with mentally. And then, like I was saying, it feels like a crossroads when we get admitted because I'm not sure what discharge is going to look like. I love to be an optimist, but sometimes it's hard. And I just like to be able to prepare in advance. So having the surgery like 5 weeks out, I'm okay with that because it gives me more time to prepare. I've been switching seasons over at my house. I'm working on some projects to organize and reorganize. Today I am working in 2 rooms, primarily to get those situated. I've got some more things being shipped to me for organization, but decided to get a head start on that project and just let the other room be in more disarray for a few days till everything comes. So I don't have the pressure to finish any of this stuff soon. It will fall between holidays. And even if she does have the shunt, she should be home before Christmas. It seems like her total hospitalization could be about a week, barring any complications. Her last brain surgery, you know, she did really well after the post anesthesia. That was horrible, but she did really well and discharged like 30 hours after the surgery. But that was, you know, like a 5 or 6 day admission from beginning to end. So then you go home, you're trying to decompress, take care of your special needs child who's recuperating. You're so silly. And unpack. Like, I found a bag about a month later that I hadn't unpacked yet. Okay, that's where all that clothing went. Catch up on life. I said in a previous video that I just was so behind with paperwork and I had so many like timelines to meet with different things. So it gives me time to be ahead of the game on that and get some more supports established for her in the way of therapy and having a teacher come to the house to work with her. So makes me feel better if my life doesn't feel like it's already in chaos. My house is clean and it's organized, and recovery is hard. Like, it's exhausting for both of us. I have to monitor her with the pulse ox, and that thing beeps all the time. So you can't ever like get decent sleep, even if she's sleeping well. She'll desat for a couple seconds, and you know the thing's going off. You have to silence it before it wakes her up. And if it's one of those times where it's just continuing, like it's not where she needs to go to the hospital, but it's like you can only silence it for 2 minutes, so no sleep is happening. So I don't know. It's just kind of a mess. And like just to be able to take a shower, it's pretty difficult. And everyone feels better when they feel clean, refreshed. All done. So yeah, I've got a Rolodex of memories going through my head right now. So we'll get through this too. Pretty girl. Wow, look at you with your pretty hair. I was giving her a scalp massage earlier. You look huge on that camera. I don't want you to push on the table. Thank you. Someone's getting tired. Oh, you want to make some faces? Well, this was a pretty pointless video. She likes to watch herself cry these days. She's going to be in theater when she's older. Say bye-bye. There you go. Anyway, no touch, please. No touch. I don't appreciate that. That was an angry noise. That's most of my day's sound. A variety of You go play. She needs a distraction from me because she has nobody else to pay attention to, so I can get stuff done during the day. And when she's dragging stuff out as fast as I can put it away, yeah, I don't feel very accomplished at the end of most days. She slept in pretty late today. It is daylight savings, and then on top of that she kept sleeping, so I always just, let her sleep. So I did get a good head start. I've started having her help me move things, like, oh, help me carry this bag, and I have her hold on to part of a bag and carry it together, or push something. Yeah. You're so silly. I wish this camera would flip around. Well, hopefully the next video will be a lot more useful. I thought I could get away with doing this while she was playing, but obviously she's a toddler. And she just keeps track of whatever I'm doing. Right? Well, have a good day, everyone. Goodbye. Bye. Good job.